Now sometimes you need to change the spindle to put a larger or smaller spindle in it. This is a 3/4 inch spindle. This is the 1 1/4 inch spindle. Obviously much larger for much bigger cutters. Now to begin, we first have to loosen this collar that's right there. And I want you to see how it has a series of holes in it. And this wrench has a pin, and it sits in there, and you turn it counterclockwise to loosen it. So then this comes off. This is one way that the spindle is held in place, and we set that to the side. The next part has to happen at the bottom of the machine. What we're looking at right now is a nut that's at the body of the spindle pulley, and this needs to be removed for the spindle to come out. So I'm going to zoom in here. Okay. This is a 19mm nut. So what I'm going to do is loosen the nut, take it off, and this comes out in 3 pieces. The first is the nut, the second is the spacer that goes on there, and the third is a conically shaped washer. It is critical that when you put this on, you put the conical side facing up. If you do it backwards, what will happen is you'll tighten it down and you'll crimp the washer onto the shaft. All right? So now, in an ideal scenario, this would just pull right up. Sometimes it doesn't do that. What you never do is pound on it directly. If you are going to pound on it, this is a piece we keep under here, wooden with a hole, put that over it and tap on the bottom of it with the hammer. And what makes this work really easily is if while you're doing that, somebody is just tapping on the spindle on top to introduce a little bit of vibration. Now once this is loose, it just pulls out and it has this long shaft on it. So I'm just going to unthread this. Grab the new one, and before I do, if you can look at this spindle, you can see that the spindle has 2 large tabs on it, one on each side, here and here. Those line up with the 2 voids here and here in the main collar. So they plug into there. So I take this, thread it on all the way, drop it in, making sure these line up properly. And then I tighten this guy down. And don't go nuts, just get it fairly snug. On the bottom of the machine, I would then reinstall that washer, put that one on, it's the conical one. That would go on first, followed by the spacer, followed by the nut. And once again, don't over tighten. You just want it secure enough to hold everything in place. That's how you change the spindle on the BridgewoodShaper.